Is that too loud?
I've got a name.
Oh, it is for...
I've got a name.
Oh, I can't. I think they're
Like a
plugged in.
singing bird and the croaking toad.
I'll just turn it down.
I've got a name.
There we go. All right, welcome. We'll try that again. All right, sitting nice and tall. Bringing your shoulders over your hips. Let's take a big inhale. Reach up, stretch. Exhale, press it away. Let's do it again. Inhale, stretch upwards. And exhale, press it away. Let's do that one more time. Big in breath, lengthen your spine, lift. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. Let's roll the shoulders up, down, and back. So we're going to warm up the body and just know that you can make changes along route and opt out of anything that doesn't feel right. Maybe one at a time this time. Lifting your elbow perhaps a bit more. So modify for comfort. Good. Have your feet a good distance apart for a good foundation through your feet. Good. Last one each way. Welcome everyone. Hands on the thighs. Widen your feet a bit more. Let's stir out of the hips. You can make these circles as big or as little as you like. That's it. Looking good. And then pause when you're ready. Circle the other direction. Feel that shift through the hips, the buttocks. Notice sensation around the ribs and belly, your shoulders. And last one. Good. And nice and tall. Good. Open your palms, open the heart. Stretch out through the hands, fingers. Notice where you feel a stretch, maybe in the hands, fingers, or forearms. Good. Reach your right arm up, left hand to the chair, side bend, holding here for a stretch. Take a few breaths here, lifting and lengthening. And when you're ready, we can switch sides. Reaching the opposite arm up, pressing that opposite hand into the side of the chair, or maybe it's resting on the leg. Breathe into any tightness that you're feeling. When you're ready, release it down. Good. From here, let's slide back in our chair a little bit. Again, still sitting tall, shoulders over hips, and press the legs away. Bring them back in. Extending the legs and release. That's it. Body tall. And then hold the legs out. Let's point your toes and flex the feet. Good. Just notice how that feels. Maybe circling your feet in one direction. Circling your feet in the other direction. Good. And then come forward in your chair again a little bit. We'll continue to warm up. We're going to lift that right thigh, circle out of the hip. And then give it a little squeeze, draw it in. Maybe the heel rests on the chair, or maybe you hook your arms underneath, either or, whatever feels good for your body. Breathing into the belly and ribs, into this right hip. Good, and let's cross it over. That ankle can be above or below the knee. So it might be here, or you might just be here as well. This is good. Whatever feels good for your body. Lift tall, lift your spine. Breathing into these external hip muscles. Good. Just breathing. And let's release that down. Good. Notice how that side feels. Maybe it feels a little more spacious, a little warmer perhaps. Let's pick this opposite thigh up and circle. Circle out of the hip. Breathing gently, moving. And then circle the other direction. Good. Draw it in, give it a squeeze. Deep breaths into this hip, into the belly. So you might imagine doing this stretch first thing in the morning before you even get out of bed. No?
Good idea.
Yeah.
I do it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm getting up and putting another layer on again. I'm still, as soon as the covers are gone, I just want to cover back up. All right, let's pick up that leg, cross it over. Let the knee fall out where it may. Sit tall. It's kind of a habit to get into, whether you stretch before you go to bed or first thing in the morning. Maybe you do a couple stretches. Maybe stretching helps you unwind and helps you sleep. Good. Whatever works for you. Good. Let's release that leg and notice how that side feels. Good. So we're a little warmer. Let's warm up our hands. Inhale, fingers long and wide. Exhale, start to curl, make a fist. And then do it again. Inhale, stretch long, fingers wide. Start to curl, close, make a fist. One more. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep that fist, and then arms come out, shoulders relax, circling the hands. Good. Circle the other direction. Good. And shake it out. Good. From here, let's pick up our dumbbells, and we'll get right into our first round here, working with our weights. Good. So again, we'll stay tall, feet rooted. Let's do a biceps curl and release. So working the biceps. So you're going to work the upper and lower arm here. Sitting tall, working on those postural muscles. Looking good. Again, just breathing, just noticing. Good. Last two. Last one. And then pause, push overhead. Back down to the shoulders. Push overhead. Back down to the shoulders. Good. Know that you can do this one arm at a time. You can take a break anytime as well. Noticing your breath. Good. Two more. Last one. And then hold the weights up, bring them closer together. They might touch. Behind the head slowly, bending at the elbow. Overhead press. Behind and overhead. For our triceps, the back of the upper arm here. Looking good. Maybe a couple more, you decide. And last one. Take it down slowly. Good. A little break. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Like you're giving them a little massage. Good. And then bending the elbows to 90, still sitting tall. Press away out to the side, open and close. Working the medial shoulder, the middle now. Looking good. One more time. Good. Bringing the dumbbells to the thighs. Walk your feet back. Sit tall, lean forward, but engage those abdominals. Rear fly now. So back of the shoulder. Little squeeze and release. Drawing belly in and release. Looking good. One more time. Great work, everyone. Come back to the thighs, sitting tall. Let's release one weight. So choose a weight that's comfortable for seated wood choppers. You can use no weight. You could use one or two weights. So feet wide. Let's go to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, pull down, lifting the opposite knee. Reach long on a diagonal. Drawing our belly in. You've got it. One more time. Returning center, pausing for a breath, feet still nice and wide. And when you're ready, over to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, pull the belly in, draw it down. Looking good. One more time. Good work, everyone. Let's rest those dumbbells aside. We're going to come up to stand. Come up to stand in behind your chair. And body tall. Sink into the feet, a little bend in the knees. We're going to come into our calf raises. So rising up on the toes, release your heels. Rising up on the toes, release the heels. Good, long spine, nice and tall. Looking good. One more time. Good, let's pause. Now bird dog. So opposite arm and leg lift, here we go. Opposites and release. Opposite side and release. Taking your time, alternating. You might gaze at the horizon for helping with good alignment, good posture. Take your time here. Just balancing briefly on those 2 points. Engaging the core, back of the hip. Looking good. Let's do a few more. Good. Last one each way. And when you're ready, pause, start to walk back, press the hips back, bend your knees, so coming into a spine stretch. Stretching through the hips, lengthening your spine. Just breathing. Good, just noticing. As you're ready, start to walk towards your chair. Start to lift your gaze, lift your spine, and then hands, arms reach out. Opening the front body, reach all the way through the fingertips. You might feel a stretch here in the hands, fingers, the arms, maybe the chest, shoulders. Good, and release. Come to the right side of your chair. And we're going to bring that outside arm up. We're going to pull down. So we're going to do some side standing crunches. You could do this in a seated position as well. Looking good. Last one. And release. Let's walk over to the other side of our chair. Same thing, other side. Outside arm up, and let's start that crunch, that side crunch through the waistline, the side body. Looking good. And last one. Good work, everyone. Good, releasing slowly. So take your time. Maybe you grab some water. Maybe you make some adjustments. I'm going to change our music, take it up a notch. All right. All right, here we go. So dancing it out, marching it out on the spot. Know that you can hang on to your chair. Use your chair as much or as little as you need to. Looking good, looking good. Warming up the body. So if you're at home and you're watching this video, you might choose to play some music in the background. If that helps to motivate you even more, helps you to move your body. Here in our studio space, we have some music as well in the background. Looking good, looking good. Know that you can stop and stretch anytime. Take a water break. Just gauging your intensity, using that talk test, so being able to carry on light conversation while you're moving and working out. And day to day, your energies could vary, so just be kind to yourself as you're working out. Looking good, looking good. Looking great, everyone. So any kind of movement, I'm just doing a little heel touch here. You do high knees, marching it out, walking it out. You might take the heel touch behind. Looking good, looking good. Good, maybe you pull it in, do a curl. Hamstring curls and pulling it in. All right, good. Let's come back to that side of our chair. Come to your right side. I'll come to your guys' right as well, which might look left on camera. Hand on the hip, hand on the chair. Here we go. Outside knee comes up. Circle it around and back to the floor. Bring it up and around. Looking good. You've got it. Lots of breath. Pause, side stretch. Big in breath, exhale over. Take another breath or two here. And as you're ready, release slowly. And we'll go into that side leg lift. Here we go. Press it away and release to the floor. Press it away and release. One more time. Good. Start to march it out. Check in. How do you feel? What do you notice? And we're going to go on over to the other side of our chair. March it out here for a moment. Moving in a groove in. We've got a good song on, so I've got a request for some dancing here. So we'll just march it out, dance it out for a few moments before we go to this opposite side. I won't forget. Looking good. Looking great, everyone. Moving in a grooving. Oh, looking good. Let's pause here. We'll go to that left side, opposite side. Shift your balance. Here we go. Knee up. Circle it around. Bring it back to the floor. Up and around. And bring it down. That's it. One more time. Good. Let's pause for that side stretch. Big in breath. Exhale over. Breathing into the side body. And as you're ready, releasing out of the stretch. Hand back to the hip. Here we go, side leg lift. Press it away. Bring it back to the floor. Press it away and released. You've got it. One more time. Good. Coming in behind your chair. Pause for a moment and then lift your toes, rock back. So shin raises. Lift your toes, rock back. Very subtle work here for the shins. Looking good. Good, last two. And last one. Good, let's go back to that marching it out or dancing it out. Make any adjustments. Maybe you hydrate as well. Looking good, looking good. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Lots of good music here this morning. Looking good, looking good. Moving and grooving. You've got it. La ba bum ba. All right, let's come in behind our chair for a little stretch and some balance. So you're going to take a step back on one foot. Relax the shoulders. You can hang on to the chair lightly, or you might take one arm off, or both. So pressing forward, that front knee over the ankle, that front knee bending, while we stretch out our calves. Good. Just breathing. Let's take it in, walk it out on the spot, and when you're ready to change sides, take a lengthy step back on the opposite leg, pressing that heel in, relax shoulders. Again, you might take the arms out of the equation, engaging your core. So really brace through the trunk, stay supported, strong through your legs. Good, breathing into the calf muscle. Looking great. Bring the hands back to the chair, march it out on the spot. And then from here, hanging lightly onto the chair, hip extension. So just a little squeeze of the hip. So our hip flexors in front get tightened and shortened. And the muscles in the back are often weaker. So we're gonna just do another set, emphasizing that little squeeze. So we do this action when we do bird dog, but you can do just legs for an exercise, which is very, very beneficial as well. Take your time, little squeeze, gazing at the horizon for posture. You've got it. Couple more times. You've got it. Last two. Last one each way. Good. And then pausing for a stretch. You can come to the right side of your chair. Couple options. You can grab that foot. If you can't reach your foot, you can use your band, or you can place your shoelaces, the top of your foot, on the chair. And let the knee hang down, let the hip open. So either of those stretches, you can stay on that side for a little longer if you like. Good. And really slowly walk it out, shake it out. And then when you're ready, we can do that on the other side. So here, grabbing foot, use your band as an assist. So maybe you have a band or a yoga strap or something, and you use that to lift the leg a bit. Or you can use the chair as well. Couple more breaths here in any of those options for our quadricep muscle. And when you're ready, bring it on down, check in, start to march it out, start to dance it out. Check in, how do you feel? Again, if you haven't hydrated, maybe you take opportunity to hydrate. So before, during, and after your workout, hydrating always. Looking good, everyone. I hope you're having fun, moving and grooving, marching it out, or dancing it out. Any kind of movement. And if you're not feeling super energetic, you can still sit in your chair and march it out here. Maybe you play with some movements here in a seated position. It all counts. Whatever your energy level feels like today. Maybe go back to some of these. That's it. So any kind of movement. Maybe you stop and take a stretch again. That's it. Everything counts. It's all good. Do, 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 do. Woo, looking great, looking great. All right, let's go back to our weights. Grab those dumbbells. And we're going to come back and have a seat. We're going to do a sit to stand. If you need a little extra lift for your seat, roll a mat, grab a sturdy cushion to prop your hips up a little higher, changing the angle at the hip and the knee joint. Draw your feet back. We're going to lean forward, curl, overhead press. Bring it to the shoulders and hinge back, lower the weights. So keeping long spine. Work at your own pace. That's it, looking good. You've got it. Take your time. Using breath, pacing yourself. Know that you can do the squat part only, holding the weights at the shoulders or the hips, or you can do arms only in a seated or standing position. Lots of options. Looking good. Last two. And last one, we're going to stay standing. Good. Flip those palms facing your thighs, upright row. A little bend in the knees. You could do this seated as well. You've got it. Looking great, everyone. Two more. Last one. You've got it. Good. Let's hinge back through those hips. Tuck the elbows up and in. So I'll show a side view. We're going to pivot at the elbow. Tricep kickback. Back of the upper arms working. Your core muscles all through the legs and glutes are firing here. You've got it. Belly drawing in gently. One more time. Good, nice and tall. Let's pause, roll the shoulders up, down and back. Good. Let's go back to that bent over position. Dumbbells out in front, palms facing your thighs like we did standing, now a row. So we've changed the angle a little bit. I'll show a side view. So here, like you have that long bar, you're pulling up towards the chest, shoulders, grounding through your feet, looking good. Wide grip row, back of the shoulders. Good, last two. Last one. Good, come on up slowly. Whew. Are we having fun yet? Good work, everyone. All right, palms facing forwards, alternating curls. Take your time. Feel the resistance on the way down. And again, don't be afraid to lift a little heavier weights. Again, you might have a few different sizes to challenge yourself. Again, building strength and endurance in the muscles. So important as we age. Good. Again, keeping those muscles strong, supporting the skeleton. Last one each way. Looking good. This time, palms in. Let's bring the dumbbells to the shoulders. Make sure you have space around you. We're going to go opposite knee, opposite arm pushes up, like you're climbing. Finding balance. Pick a focal point ahead of you. That's it. That's it. Take your time. Almost there. Good. Last one each way. Whew. Feeling these ones. Good. Sink back. Dumbbells at the shoulders. Sink low. Partial squat. Squeeze the glutes. Stand tall. Sink low. Stand tall. That's it. Keep going. Nice long spine. Last two. Looking great, everyone. Last one. Hold it here. Pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 4. Last 2 and 1. Whew. Let's set those dumbbells aside. We can put on those dancing shoes again. Dance it out, march it out. Whew. Looking good. Take your time. Do a little heart rate check. Notice how you feel. And if your heart rate's a little quick, just take nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Good. Keep breathing. Keep noticing. That's it. Take your time. That's it. Looking good. So remember to modify, take a break, hydrate, do what you need to do for your workout today. Looking good, looking good. All right, come on back to that right side of your chair. We're going to do another round of some leg work and core work here. So bringing that outside arm up, side crunches. That's it, side crunch. Looking good. Feel the abdominals, those oblique muscles. Last two. And last one. Good. Releasing that hand to the outer hip. Lateral leg lift. Let's press it away. Bring it back to the floor. And stepping down just briefly in between each rep. Putting a little weight on that foot for a moment. You've got it. Maybe two more. Last one. Good. Then pause, sink back into your feet. A little stretch in between before our last one on this side. When you're ready, release back down. Hand on the hip. Here we go. Lifting the knee, circle it around, back to the floor. And again, a little circular action out of the hip joint. Working the hip flexors as well, so lifting the knees, another important muscle to strengthen. Even though they get tight and short, doesn't mean they get stronger. They still need to be strengthened. That's it. Last two. And last one. Good work, everyone. Shake it out, dance it out for a moment. Check in, how does your body feel? And we'll start to move over towards the other side of your chair. Good. Bringing the hand to the chair, pause, ground your feet, outside arm up for that standing crunch. Here we go. Pull it down as you exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Little side crunch. Looking good, everyone. Last two, and last one. Good work, and a pause. Good, shifting our balance back to that inside leg. Here we go, lateral leg lift. Press it away, bring it back to the floor. Press it away, and released. Looking good. Stepping down in between. Last two. Last one. Good. Pause. Now a stretch in between. And release it down slowly. Good. Hips. Back to the hips. Outside knee up. Circle it around. Back to the floor. Do it again. That's it. Good, body tall. Maybe two more. Looking good, everyone. Last one. Good. Start to move it around. Check in. Notice how your body feels. And just notice what you need. If you need a drink or a stretch, anything goes. All right, let's pick up our weights again. And I'm going to go to my right side. It doesn't matter what side, really. Right hand, I should say. Hand on the chair. Free up that space for your dumbbell row using your chair as a bench. Long spine, feet staggered. Here we go. Pull it up and lengthen forward. Pull it up for that dumbbell row. You can usually go a little heavier here for back muscles. So back and biceps. You've got it. Drawing the belly in gently. Good, last two. And last one. Good, we're gonna stay on this side, but you might adjust your weight. And again, we're gonna come back to that bench over row, elbow tucked up high for tricep kickback. So a single arm tricep kickback, we did this earlier in a squat position, but this is another alternative. Doing one arm at a time. Gazing a little forward, your head neck long. You've got it. One more time. Good, and come on up slowly. We can go to the other side of your chair. Switch hands. We're gonna double up that weight if you wanna do extra weight for your bent over row. And again, long spine, flat back. When you're ready, add the row. So I've freed up this space. This leg is back. Belly drawing in a little with each pull. That's it. Looking great. Good, last two. Last one. And then adjust your weight if you need to for that tricep kickback. We're gonna stay on that same side, elbow up high, steady the elbow, and then pivoting at the elbow, kicking back. We're targeting the back of the upper arm here, our triceps. Looking good. Two more. Good, last one. Looking good. Come on up slowly. Whew. Are we having fun? All right, nice and tall, wood choppers. So you might hang on to your dumbbell with two hands, or you can use your chair for support like this. So chair for support looks like this. Or keep going, jump in anytime, and both arms or both hands on the dumbbell. So I'll show those again. Good, or here. You got it. And let's go to the other side. So take a pause. Again, you might hang on to the chair, pulling down. Or you might hang on to the two heads of the dumbbell. Either or. Looking good, everyone. Working those oblique muscles, working your standing strength. And one more time. Whew, good work. Grab both dumbbells. And nice and tall, bicep curl, overhead press. Take it down and release. Do it again, bicep curl, overhead press, down and down. Last one. Woo, good work, everyone. Palms facing your thighs, right into that upright row. Body tall. Looking good. One more time. Good, and then just keeping one dumbbell. Come to that left side of your chair this time. Outside hand has the dumbbell. Make sure you have room to step back behind you. We're gonna do a knee up and a reverse lunge. Do it again, knee up and reverse lunge. Body tall. Give each leg its own track. You've got it. Last two. And last one. On this last one, we're going to hold the knee up and then challenge your balance. Maybe you lighten how much you're hanging onto the chair. Maybe your hand just hovers. Finding balance. Know the chair's right there if you need it. Good. Keep balancing, breathing. And release it down. Shake it out, walk over to the other side of your chair. Hand on the chair. And here we go. Outside knee up. Step back and down. Do it again. Up, down and back. Looking great, everyone. And then holding that outside knee up, body tall, balancing, breathing. Looking great, you've got it. And release it down, good. Let's come back to our chair. We're gonna have a seat once again. Whew. Looking good. Bringing your feet about shoulder-ish or hip bone width. Hinge forward. Bring those dumbbells out in front. Another set of those rear flies for our posture, for our core muscles. You got it. Good, here's 8, maybe 2 more. 1 more. Good, bring it on back to the thighs, nice and tall. We can opt to hold both weights at the chest or maybe just one. Dumbbell here, take a breath. We're gonna exhale, lift one knee, drawing belly in, inhale, lower the foot. Exhale, lift the other knee, tightening the belly. So very subtle work here for those deeper core muscles. Sitting tall, lift the pelvic floor a little, draw the belly button in towards your spine. Good. Last 2. Last one each way. Good. Pause, you might slide back a bit, but leave a little space so that when we do that half roll back, you're just far enough away that your upper back shoulders might touch. So we're going to exhale, squeeze the glutes, rock back, pulling the belly in, inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, squeeze, glutes, rock back, and we're opening the space from the hip bone to the thigh bone here as we squeeze and rock back. Keeping chin up, chest up. That's it. Exhaling to go back, pulling belly in. Inhale forward. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Let's release that dumbbell off to the side. And we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to do a little spine twist next. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right, bringing one hand by the knee and one back by the side of the chair or the chair seat. And take a few moments to breathe in this twist. Ribs expanding, front, back, and sides. Belly drawing in. And then on your next in-breath, reach up skyward, turn center, and release back down. Good, let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, spiral and turn to your left. One hand back by the chair seat, one by the knee. And just breathing here, just noticing your breath. Ribs, belly expanding. Shoulders relaxing. Good. Reach back up center. Bring it back in. So option to start marching it out, dancing it out right here in your chair. Or if your energy's up a little bit, maybe start to lift and take it back up again. All right. Taking it back to those dancing or marching moves, or maybe you want to stretch. We've got a few more minutes.
There's the disco.
Looking good, everyone. So just remembering to pace yourself, to have fun. Use that talk test to gauge your intensity. Looking good, looking good.
Did you notice I'm being a good girl today?
I know.
You are every day.
You're quieter today.
Don't show myself. That's what that went crazy. It's nice. But I can't remember.
That's it. Looking good, everyone. Looking good, everyone. All right, let's do a little bit of standing core using our chair. So come to the side of your chair. We're going to hinge forward, and you might grip the sides of the chair here, or the front back in this case, depending which angle you're facing. Take a step back, take another step back, come into that long plank position, drawing belly in. From here, knee comes forward, press the foot back. Make sure your chair is sturdy, that it doesn't slide as you do this. That's it. So you might even have your chair propped up against a wall or a door. So mountain climbers. Working the hip flexor, working your core, working that shoulder girdle strength so that we can push our body up. So important if you ever fell and you had to push yourself up again. So you're building that strength, endurance through the shoulder girdle. Anybody counting? Here we go. Oh, 100. I hear 100. Last couple. Good. Last one each way. Good. Then take a little step forward, press the hips back. You might come into downward dog or a back stretch here. Or you might come up nice and tall if you need to stand tall. Good. Come up halfway, hands to the thighs, come up all the way. Bring your head above your heart. Know that your chair is right here. If you're feeling lightheaded or dizzy, make sure you're hanging on to the chair. Good. Good work, everyone. Whew. From here, come back to that flat back position. We're going to just review that bird dog in this position. So opposite arm and leg. If this option doesn't work for you, go back to that standing version behind your chair that we did earlier. So bird dog, opposite arm and leg lift. Take your time, belly drawing in, pushing up into that support shoulder. You've got it. Looking great, everyone. Last one each way. Good. We might sink back into that Back stretch again, pressing the hips back, bending your knees as much as you need to. Long spine. As you're ready, halfway lift, come up a little higher. Hands to the thighs for support, and then hinge the rest of the way up. Open the front body. Breathe and notice. Head above the heart. Good. Reaching up skyward. Take a little side stretch. Center. Side stretch the other way. Good. And release. Let's take it to our chair. Having a seat a little bit forward on the chair so that you can reach your hands to the chair seat to open the chest, shoulders. If that's not available, feels too squished in, you can also reach this way. So either or. And release it back slowly, sitting tall. Gently turn looking right. Center, turn looking left. And center. So moving our head and neck. Now you could do these head neck warm-up exercises in the beginning. You might do them at the end. And if you're spending a lot of time in front of a computer or your iPad or watching TV, make sure you pause and do a little bit of movement for your body. You can do some of the stuff that we did today in class in the warm-ups. Maybe you practice some standing balance work and grab yourself a drink of water. Last one. Good. Let's reach that right arm up. Bend the elbow, pat yourself in the back for showing up today. Give yourself a little tricep stretch. Deep breaths. Chin up, chest up. That's it. And releasing the arms. Let's do the other side. Reach that opposite arm up. Reach through them, pat yourself on the back for working hard. And a nice little stretch for your tricep. Just breathing. And release it down. Taking a moment to pause. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming today here in studio. And have a great rest of the week. If you're staying, we have chair yoga at 11:15.